Yo, how you doing? So this is Steve in the past that is actually on holiday at the moment, or will be when you get this. Because I'm going on holiday, I'm actually doing a couple of videos that I can post when I'm on holiday and you guys can have it. How you doing? So me and Emily are away or going to be away, and we're also going to be vlogging our expedition. So if you want to follow the vlog, it's Behind the Life of Tarot, and you can find that link below. And we're going to be doing a load of food reviews and also drone shots of some really nice places. In case you want to go over there, when we get it edited, we will be putting a load of stuff out on there. Anyway, how you doing, Collective Energy? So we're going to do Messages of Closure, The Hidden Truth, and then this one is also In the Shadows. So we're going to see what is going on with you at the moment. Any messages for the general collective of everybody? Any messages that anybody needs to hear of messages of closure? So you got, I should have said what I didn't say. Someone didn't say something. This could be a lot of people that are like, well, you know what, I never did reach out and realise that Steve said, what, I have to be the one that reaches out? Yeah, so some of you might be regretting the fact that you haven't told a person something, and you're like, fuck. Now, if you're coming from another reading where it is the third energy just got back with another person, it might be like, damn, I was too late. I was too late. I should have said something, but I never did. I didn't get there on time of realising if I'd have just reached out before they got back with their ex, I may have, I don't know, you might not be. Majority of people I can hear you going, I don't want anything to do with them. They can have them. But it said I should have said what I didn't. Okay, so somebody never spoke up. Now, if you've found my channel for a while and you know that I always shout at everybody saying, listen, you've got to be the one that reaches out to the person that you want to speak to. It's no good sitting there waiting, looking like 11 o'clock half struck. You could be dealing with a 2 or a Libra or a metaphysical connection. And you had that connection and you've got it and you realise, damn, if I'd have just reached out in time, I might have been able to save them. But it seems as if it's probably too late. So don't forget, this is messages of closure if these messages relate to you, because they are literally general and everybody. So any messages of closure for anyone out there? Okay, I will show you some signs and synchronicities. Well, that could well be coming from Spirit. Can you do me a favour, babe? Sorry, Emily is in the corner there at the moment still.
Hello.
Can you put my watch on the little gizmo there? So I will show you some signs and synchronicities. So these are for you guys that are in metaphysical connections with people and you know, finding it very difficult to reach out or say anything to the person because you may or may not know that they're already with someone. So it's kind of like, if I do know that they're with someone, Steve, have I really got a choice where I just have to sit with my awakening? More than likely, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be very difficult. All of us have been there. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're all on that spiritual journey where we all start off with a metaphysical connection that doesn't seem to cut the mustard, bro. And it's like, I don't care if you're Muhammad, Ahmad, Bruce Lee. I cannot seem to get through to you and say anything because I fear that you might reject me or abandon me. Now, if you're wondering about fear of rejection and abandonment, and also the other twin being fear of engulfment, of like an 8 of swords or 4s, of not showing their feelings and afraid of commitment, you also have to look at fear of abandonment, of where that comes from a mother. Now, I've done a whole extensive series of this, where there's probably 2 hours of rejection and abandonment, and then we also go on to the fear of engulfment. They're very important. If any of you guys don't know about my teachings, I have a website below with tarot readings of the weeklies, monthlies, and then also teaching, where I've been teaching you about fear of rejection and abandonment through 5s, where that comes from, when we got to the teaching video of fear of engulfment, of smothered energy that I can't seem to open up physically and emotionally because you trigger me, where I had too much attention, where you may not have had enough and you could have had to fight for attention. If a person has always had to fight for attention off their parents, when they meet a person in the future, that person could have had a family group scenario where they had too much attention that they didn't want, and they were taught to close down physically and emotionally when things got difficult. That's your adversary. That's your twin, dark and light. Okay, so if you want to know about it, you'll need to join either the gold tier or the teaching tier. The gold tier offers you everything. Anyway, on with your reading. So messages of closure for people. I see things differently now. So some of you are on a journey of waking up and starting to see the signs. Synchronicities. A lot of this could be leading you down the garden path. You might deal with a Virgo, but like leading you down the garden path, which means that I kind of understand it now. We're still going to be together. I have to keep going and finding out more answers. Okay, where it's like, well, I've got a spiritual understanding, but what I spiritually understand, I still don't understand because it hasn't actually come into fruition, which leads you on to time. Time is metaphysical. People will say divine timing, but if time doesn't exist, there can't really be divine timing because that means it's non-existent. So it means that the connection may not be there, but at least you kind of understand it a little. Okay, so I see things differently now. Okay, I might have to put my air conditioning on in a minute because I am sweating and it's 30 degrees outside and probably 45 in here with all of the lights and TV and the fan of the computer there. So I should have said what I didn't say. 3, a Pisces, maybe that could be your metaphysical third party for you guys that are in it. Realising that somebody could have just got back with another person, and I wish I'd have said more, but I never did, which means that I probably didn't express how much I wanted to be with you, okay, or I want to be with you. Could be dealing with Mel C, or Melanie, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. I will show you some signs and synchronicities. That's more likely spirit, but Gemini or Capricorn, possibly, okay, and I will show you some signs and synchronicities along your way, okay. So look out for 6s, okay, possibly Gemini or Capricorn people. I see things differently now. 8, spiritual divine connection, and I'm starting to see the woods for the trees. I'm starting to realise what it is. Now, if that is a metaphysical connection, you kind of understand that you're in a spiritual one. This is the biggest spiritual card because it has nobody in it, and it is actually a spirit of Cupid's arrow. So it's a connection that's put together by a spirit. You'll just blame the human. But that isn't no good for karmic energy because it comes back to yourself. So if you've been worrying, top set of cards, I should have said a little bit more that I love you, but I never did. And I will show you some synchronicities of just trying to get your attention and throw smoke signals out. Unfortunately, we don't work off smoke signals, so you'll be chasing a dragon there. Okay, so smoke signals aren't good because we're, primitive animals. So, it's no good just wishing upon a star of an Aquarian and just hoping that one day it may come. That's divine timing, okay? Now, it might be that you found out that this person actually is with someone, and that, did you see that, Spirit? That is why it's too late. Like, it's too late. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. Because they're with someone already, okay? Now, these cards here represent I'm with someone already, we're speaking, we're talking, we're travelling, and we're meeting up, and we are together. If these top cards here mean I wish I'd have told you how much it was that you meant to me before you left and you went, I wish I'd have said a little bit more, but I never had time because you wasn't listening. That could also come from a parenting energy of anyone that's also travelling. Because someone more than likely isn't paying attention to the top set, but they are the bottom ones, okay? So there's that energy. Let's clear these ones away. That is the messages of closure. Let's go on to the hidden truth for everybody. The hidden truth. For a collective energy, the hidden truth. So you've got, I want to make amends. I feel the sexual tension of a spiritual connection. And I feel so happy with you. So that means that someone is with someone. And I don't want to let you go. Okay, so these people could well be one of the section where the metaphysical is connected to this energy here. Okay, and I want to make amends. So someone really, or Mendez or Mandez, but is together. Let's have a look. What is I want to make amends? Who's that coming from? A Leo or / Aquarian that wants to make amends with a person. I feel the sexual tension. Who's that coming from? 7 of Cups, so life path 7, a Cancerian or a metaphysical one still. Okay, and I feel the tension and I feel the sexual tension, and I actually want to make it up with this person here. So you could have split up from a Leo or broke up from a Leo, and you feel the tension because you are metaphysically connected to this person and you feel as if you want to speak and talk, and that may have come from that first energy of closure, which means that is your closure because I'm now doing this reading, right? Which means that these people, bless you, Gesundheit, probably that you're kind of like with someone already. These are, and there's a person that wants to make amends with this person here. That could be a Leo. And the reason they feel a sexual tension is because they're metaphysically connected to the person in there. 7D. Okay. This person could also be a life path 7, Cancerian, Aquarius, or Leo. I feel so happy with you, so that has to mean they're together, this couple or these people. Or some of you are just so happy you're in a metaphysical connection. I wouldn't be thinking that way for too long. Right, because you can sit there in cuckoo land for years. I don't want to let you go. I don't want to let you go, and I don't want you to choose someone else. I want you to choose me. That really could be coming from that first energy or so there, because the bottom set of tarot said that there was people that are together communicating, but there is also a very spiritual one as well. So it's kind of showing me third energies here, guys. Let's see what this strength card is for. Is a queen, which is more than likely Sag, Aries or Leo, or paradox numbers. Obviously Sagittarius /5 Taurus, life path Aquarius /Leo here, 8, life path 8, and so on and so forth. But feeling optimistic, I want to make amends, and I'm looking forward to the future. I feel the sexual tension, 7 of Cups, please clarify the 7 of Cups. Is the 9 of Swords. Virgo energy possible. Someone is metaphysically connected to someone that's already with someone, I feel. And they're feeling the sexual tension around a metaphysical person and thinking about them at night. What is, or well, all the time maybe, but 10 of Wands is a 10 of Swords, a non-existent energy. Okay, because you wouldn't feel so happy that it's over, so some of you might be. Could be Jim Morrison, now the war is over. But I'm so happy that I'm not with you. What? The 10 of Swords that it's over? What is? 8, something to do with work, and that I'm having a break off work, and that I'm happy that I'm now back at work, or able to work, or off work. I mean, is it Cain and Abel? Is it something to do with around a Gemini? I don't want to let you go. Number 2, 2 of Pentacles, is an Ace of Swords, and I need to speak to you, and I need the truth from an Aries, a Scorpio, or a life path 4. This really isn't making too much sense, really, because there's a lot of endings, beginnings, non-existent of metaphysical, and then also physical. These 3 energies here are kind of physical, okay? So I want to make amends with a Leo and Aquarian. It could be this person, okay? This could be the person that you want to be with, say, right? And you want to be with this person, and it's an ex, and they have a metaphysical connection with this person, and it may be a fire sign, say, that they want to make up with. And I feel so happy, but really not, because what I want you to do is choose me and not them. So, fuck knows where the happiness is coming from. But it is a general reading that can get very, very confusing there, really. You could be a Capricorn, or a Gemini, maybe. Like I said, for a spiritual connection to actually be there, you have to be communicating. If not, that's just a metaphysical connection with no communication. That's not even that, it's just called an awakening. You learning to be an empath is what that is. Because you just think, oh, it's my twin that I'm feeling, when it's everybody. You could be violated by a spirit if you're banging one out, you know, it's up to you. But let's see, you never know what's out there or what you can't see, right? Let's see, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn. Any in the shadows, any messages that are in the shadows for the general collective. I wonder how far this would go. Leaving you hurt me too. So there is a couple that have split up and got back together, and that might be the general collective of the last one, which was to do with around The Last of Us, or like, hey, Emily's favourite computer game. That got back together, a third party that got back together, and it was too late for me to say anything. And I wondered how far this would go. Leaving you actually hurt me too. So some of you split up. I've been here before with others, and I was careless with you. Careless whisper. So some of you, you're going for a right argument in the shadows here with this person. You're probably not even speaking to them. Someone feels as if they are sorry for what they did, but again, does their actions prove it, or do words just sticks and stones? I wonder how far this would go. Who's that coming from? Here, not speaking. I wonder how long we can keep this game up of not speaking, not talking and anything. I wondered how far this would go before you would cheat and not tell me that you're with someone else. Here, it's also an energy. High Priestess can also be a catfish. And I wondered how far this would go before you caught on to my game and that you would kick me off and kick me out here. So someone played too many games of non-speaking and it backfired on them, and they actually now got what they wanted, which was not speaking. And I wondered how far this would go and how far you could keep up not speaking. Might be permanently. Leaving you hurt me too. Kind of smells like bullshit, really. But again, leaving you hurt me too, and now I'm financially unstable because you left. Or I will be. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Because I'm still in love with you. Someone's in denial. Someone just closes down physically, mentally, emotionally. That's what I'm saying. Fear of engulfment. If you get a 7, which is the Tower, they also have fear of engulfment because that's the runner. Okay, so they run from rejection. Rejection and abandonment issues are the ones that always seeked out for attention but never got it from parents, possibly. So they seek attention from the other party on the other end of the mirror that had too much attention as a child as fear of engulfment. That's why the Tower strikes as a energy. Okay, so they become defensive and they close down because it reminds them of a mother energy that smothered them with too much love and then not enough. That was a very controlled environment and an energy. But don't forget, a parent was a child that had a parent, right? So no one's to blame. It's just the way that metaphysics and time and what the world works. If we didn't have that, that's why humans are flawed. That's why God has nothing to do with us and we've never seen him. Right? Is because we're all a flawed energy that was created to be flawed. That's why. Okay? You can't have a sin of what you shouldn't do, but then you have people that are Christians or people that do not believe in people that are gay and completely and utterly against people of a different sex, but they're born with the fact that they have a feeling that they really have an urge to either be a man or a woman or in a same-sex relationship. So what sets them any different than it would someone that would be of a different race? So what's right or wrong? Nobody. So, really? Anyway, I've been here before with others. So do we have a free will choice? Of course we don't. I've been here before with others. 4. Twin flame, soulmate energy. I've been here before with others and it's failed a string of attempts. 4 of Wands. Hangman, Pisces. I've been here before with others and I've been with a Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. I was careless with you and it didn't go anywhere and I never had any motivation towards the relationship and I got left and abandoned with nobody metaphysically now connected to someone that's with someone else. So the action wasn't taken. They never agreed to the contract. They never met. These two may never have met. They could have met in a past life. They could have met in this life. But this person never showed their face. Could be a catfish, maybe. But they never showed their face. This can be where I'm too embarrassed to show who I really am. Okay, so I hide. I don't want people to see who I really am. Got cut off because of no action and no motivation to go towards to making the connection whole, which means that you actually meet up in the physical, not just in the metaphysical, not a connection online that doesn't go anywhere. Meeting in the middle, meeting halfway. Or it just didn't go very far, or it was just a one-night stand. Could even been a connection where I was talking to someone, but then it fizzled out. It didn't go anywhere because I didn't like the way you looked, or you didn't like the way I looked, or you never really showed yourself at all. Okay? Because these are people that speak on things like, I don't know, the internet, but they just look at a picture, but not the actual person on a video, and you never meet up here. Okay? So a person here wondered how far that would go before they got cut off and caught out, because you can only keep up being false so long before it's known. That's normally where it goes on so long, and then before someone catches on and think, hold on a minute, there's something fucking weird going on here. Who are you actually behind here? Because I don't really know who you actually are. They question the person and probably blamed because they're not moving or doing anything. You got to be very careful with these energies here. Okay, so someone here is caught on to that this person could be fake. Okay, false prophet, fake. Okay, it's not long before anybody gets called out as fake, Because you can turn up thinking that you're something, but it isn't long before you start acting the way you are and your boundaries drop when you become comfortable. By then it's normally too late to find comfortability, okay? Or the name Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys, this free one. If you would like to join the website, that is where you will find the majority of your weeklies, because I try to catch up with a load of them before I've gone, which I haven't done yet, but will be tomorrow. And you won't see me until I get back, which will be 3 days roughly, or 2 days from when you see this reading. But if you would like the teachings here and the weeklies that are not been on here, and I've been trying to catch up with them, you will need the blog below, which is the link below to the new website. You got bronze tier, silver tier, gold tier. Bronze is just monthlies, silver is weeklies and monthlies, gold is weeklies, monthlies and teaching, and then you also have the teaching one. And you can also buy readings individually as well, or in packages or subscription. So you have a lot of options. It really does help me out as a channel. So any like, share, comment, or any very loyal subscriber that likes to hit the dislike, please continue to do so, because it really does help out by you watching. Okay, thanks very much guys, I really do appreciate it, and I will see you when I get back.